If I'm being tough on you, it's because I see something in you that you don't even see in yourself. And yeah, I do believe the industry has gotten very soft. And to your point, yeah, they want to do very minimal work and get paid the most.
Customer is not always right.
No.
As long as they think they are, you are good.
I think you test yourself when you can make a bad night a good night.
Welcome everyone to the Industry 305.
Welcome.
We are. My name is Juan, obviously. We got Carlos here, partner in crime.
So what's
How's
up?
everything, my brother?
Everything good?
How you been?
doing,
Todo bien?
bro? I feel great. I feel happy. It's a great morning.
A little bright and early today. Usually we do these episodes kind of later in the evening, but today we decided to do a little morning special, right? Little one of those like morning specials. Today, actually, very special episode because we did invite a guest, and to me, this gentleman is actually one of the gurus of the nightlife / hospitality industry in Miami, a gentleman that we met in a prior job, and this guy, he's one of the real ones, I think we're just
The one and only.
Today we have Mr.
Sebastian Rios.
Mr.
in the
Sebastian
house.
Rios en la casa.
Director of Operation
you know
of
what?
Nightlife and bad end up situations in Miami.
You know what? I think we're doing this episode at this time early. You said that you guys normally do a
Evening, yeah.
evening, but when we said, hey, when are we going to do it? I was like, let's do it bright and early.
That's
go.
it.
Right after I get out of 11.
After
I
the
just,
shit.
I just
You
left
just got out 11?
Came straight to you guys.
That's it.
Damn,
The real Sebastian show up today.
100%,
That's what we want.
100%.
Real, raw, and authentic. That's what you're going to get.
That's it. I walked over here like the people from the thriller, the thriller.
Uber XL, puppy.
Never Uber X, always XL.
No, it's our pleasure, man. We like I said, we've always wanted to make this happen, and today we're doing it finally. And te tenemos unas preguntas. We wanted to talk with you and get your insight on this crazy industry that we belong, and we we want to hear from you and your perspective. We have a couple of questions that we mapped out, and we just want to get them going. Shoot away.
Bro, de una, man. I mean, first of all, thank you guys for having us. Like you said, we've been talking, I think, for like at least 6-7 months about doing this. I think I bothered you guys more than you bothered me about doing this.
100%.
What's about time?
It's
It
about
was
fucking
about
time,
time.
And Juancho, te quiero mucho, and
Appreciate that.
Mr. Amazing Carlos, I have nothing but love for the both of you guys, and
Same, my brother.
miss you guys. There was a time, like you said, we worked previously together, and we were working about 60, 70 hours together, and in this industry, relationships, right? Because most restaurants, or when you have a job in this industry, we see each other more than we even see our own family, right? And
That's
you
very
create
true.
the bond, you create those relationships, and honestly, that's what lasts in this industry. The friendships are probably one of the best things for me, because I've made so many friends in this industry just because you see them. And sure, we don't see each other like we used
As
to.
often,
but,
yeah, of course.
But un mensaje aquí, hey, ¿cómo estás? Hey, how you doing? I miss you.
I believe that even if we don't text or see each other frequently, once we see each other again, it's like the first time.
It's like you pick right back up where you left off.
Even harder than what we used to, right?
A random DM in our groups at 5 a.m. from Sebastian, sending us a reel that he thinks is funny.
What are you guys doing?
Yeah, of course.
He even sent me videos sometimes at 11, like, they say hi to you.
No, bro. Si estoy en la discoteca y ponen dichávete, marica, graba un video y se lo mando a Carly.
Oh man, bro, no, it's gonna be a good one, guys. We have a special episode. This is awesome. I mean, I'm happy to be here. I'm gonna start. Let's do this. Vamos a empezar con las
Vamos, de
preguntas.
una.
Something that we had in mind basically is that explain to the guests out there, how did you start in this industry, and kind of give us a little insight on what it has taught you.
Bro, bueno.
That first shift that you say, like, this is for me. I'm gonna do this.
Bueno, I got into this industry because I was 15 years old, and my mom had just bought me a brand new Mazda Protege. I think it was 2005. Y como cualquier culi cagado, weón, you're driving fast.
Of
And I
course.
fucking totaled the car at 15 years old. I had my learner's permit. I got like a bunch of fucking tickets out of it. And my mom was like, bueno, ese es tu problema. Lo vas a tener que resolver. And
Time to man up.
yeah, 100%. So I had to resolve that. And shout out to my cousin. My cousin had worked for Outback at that time, and he had just left. And he's like, yo, I can get you a job. I started off as a busboy at Outback Steakhouse. And believe it or not, I always say that I give a lot of love and credit to Outback and Bloomin' Brands for at that time it was different, but for showing me what hospitality was. Because back then, working for Outback was all about making sure the guest was happy, creating regulars, creating relationships, and I started off as a busboy, and I worked for Outback for 15 years.
Okay.
And I have a lot to be grateful for that company, because not only the relationships and the friendships that I had in those 15 years, but I also met my ex-wife, who, we made a beautiful kid, and my son's 14. And I don't think if I didn't have that in my life, I wouldn't be where I'm at in this position, and probably not even have my son. So, yeah, shout out to Outback.
Grateful for that.
That,
Shout
is-
out to Outback, actually.
Of course. Is that a deep enough answer for the public out there?
Exactly. Is that enough?
Cojones, tremenda respuesta.
No, that's
I mean,
actually
Touch the soul. Touch the
Bro,
soul.
I mean,
down.
Outback was there for me, honestly, throughout a lot of like my younger years, from like the time I was 15 till I was 30, and even when I went to college and I went to UF, go Gators. So I worked at the Outback Steakhouse in Gainesville, so. But I learned a lot working from that company, because back then hospitality was different. There wasn't all the restaurants that there are here. It was basically casual dining, right?
Okay.
So we didn't have that high end stuff that we have here, especially like now in Miami, because there's a different restaurant opening up every week, right? But Outback taught me how to be hospitable and making sure your guests were happy. And
Gave you the
create
foundation.
The foundation. And I think even now that's like a lost art, like creating regulars and relationship with your guests. Like I see a lot of even like in people that I work with currently, it's like they're just order takers.
Yeah.
You're not creating an experience or creating even a relationship with the guest.
Of course.
And I always say that if you create a relationship with anyone or any one of your tables, you don't know what opportunities you're going to miss or have, because you don't know who you're taking care of.
100%. I think we've always talked about this.
I think that actually lead me to the next question, that you saying that now. I was about to ask you, what do you think about this, soft generation that, that show up in the industry I kind of changed the game, because they're looking for the money. But I believe, like you say, that back in the days we used to be like, let me create this guy an experience, and I'm going to make that money in that way. But at the end of the day, sometimes it was not even for the money, it was not even for like, I'm the guy.
Yeah,
I'm the guy.
I think the
Tírate
key-
para atrás un poquito.
Claro,
Me vas a
perdón,
cortar la
perdón,
cara.
Perdón. I'm sorry. This is a $1 million face right here.
Oye.
The broadcaster.
¿Pero vas a cantar o no? ¿No vas a
No,
cantar?
no. Eso
Los
es
caminos de la
later,
vida,
Los
¿sí o no?
caminos de la vida. Eso es algo que siempre se canta in those moments of being in the weeds. Yes, Los Caminos de la Vida. Check it out. Vallenato. Very classic.
But
get back
to
to
your
our question.
point, let's get back on track. But to your point, Carlos, I think the key word in that question was soft, right? We're all same age, right? And the industry has gotten soft. I mean, when I was growing up in this industry, it was like that tough love where like iron sharpens iron. You didn't have time to get fucking offended, right? It was like if somebody was being tough on you, it's because they cared. And I think like even myself, like if I'm not being tough on you, bro, I'd rather you fail and get the fuck out. You know,
of course.
if I'm being tough on you, it's because I see something in you that you don't even see in yourself.
Of course.
You know,
Hospitality is about pressure,
of
about being
course.
tough,
Like
about
iron
coming
sharpens
out with the
irons.
best.
I remember, like, even when I was serving back in the day, it was like, bro, we would have competitions between ourselves, like the other servers. Is like
Who
who's
can
gonna
sell the most?
Yeah, who's gonna fucking sell the most, right? And I think like these kids nowadays, it's like they want to work very minimal and make the most money.
Get the most for the least.
Exactly. And I believe you get in this industry what you put into it, right?
Of course.
And you guys joked earlier when in the introduction where, yeah, nightlife, experience, and we've all kind of gone out together, and yeah, I do have a lot of connections, but
I thought I have connections, and this guy show up.
Oh no, what?
I'm like, we have connections now.
Somos
Let's be making phone calls.
principiantes en
Like,
esto.
I'm sorry.
Beginners.
but you get what you put in this industry, right? It's like this industry, especially like with other people that work at other restaurants, clubs, bars, whatever. You get what you put in, right? You go somewhere, you treat somebody good, you make that connection, and then in return, it's like you scratch my back, I scratch yours, right? But going back to the original question, like these kids, it's like they don't want to work. I remember like in our days, like we'd go out, get drunk, go to a bar, hungover,
Do a double after.
yeah, and work a
that's
double the next day, and it's because that's your responsibility.
That's it.
Right? We didn't call out, and
The
it's-
occasional screw up. But
Yeah,
it's like when you're there, that's game on.
yeah, of
let's
course.
Fucking,
But
let's do it.
You
Let's
have
make
to
money.
work. You have to work. These kids nowadays, I feel like they're sensitive. Even if you're trying to coach them, they feel like you're bullying them. You get what I'm saying?
Oh,
It's
man.
like, oh, you're attacking.
It's dirty. It's dirty. It's
No,
a
but-
dirty
but-
relationship.
yeah,
They see you as
and
an
it's hard 'cause,
old
like-
guy that doesn't want to do anything with his life, that he's going to serve
100%.
tables.
Yeah, and
They see you like
and
that.
especially like if you're in a position where you're like in management, it's like they can like kind of use that against you in a sense where it's like, oh, he's bullying me, and I'm not trying to bully you. I'm just trying to teach you, like, hey, you could do better if you did this,
Of course.
right? And yeah, I do believe the industry has gotten very soft, and to your point, yeah, they want to do very minimal work and get paid the most.
Bro, I remember back in the days, in order for you to get credibility on your management and your shit, you need to do these incredible things, like do double shift. They ask you do like just to get that.
Oh no, 100%. If my
that-
manager
that-
called me,
that
hey, can you pick up a shift?
exactly.
I'll be right there.
Yeah, like they see that hustle side on you, and I give you a couple more extra points. That's actually nobody nowadays do this type of thing.
No, y ahora now it's like
I
a
need
thing
to
where
sell. I need to do move the product that they want, do my shit, because I know when I'm gonna ask them for a favor, they're gonna say, "Yeah, this kid, we need to take care of this kid."
no, and
You know what I mean? They don't have that
look,
mentality.
I'm sorry, I don't
nowadays.
want to cut you off, but to that point, it was like, I knew if my manager called me and said, hey, can you pick up a shift today? I knew, I was like, I'll do that, but you're going to owe me a favor. And I feel like these kids don't,
Points.
they're like, no, I don't want to work.
no, the first thing they think
But then
about
they
when they
complain
come.
about their check.
Oh no! So if you guys let me fucking speak, no. So basically, the first thing that I was gonna say is, yeah, they come in, they clock in, and the mentality is, how quickly can I get out of here tonight? Let me start doing early side work. Let me start taking care of the tables that I have, but then also let me start making the moves to get out of there. And it's like, okay, like, yeah, we're gonna be lying if we all say that, yeah, we want to be here the whole night. Obviously not. But when it comes to like, making money, you have to get this mentality out of your head where you're like, oh, I'm coming in here just for a quick time. Let me see how fast I can get out of here. Esa es la mentalidad that from these kids nowadays, and they don't want to put in the work.
And the thing is, so like, I hate that. I've
Yeah,
always
it's
hated
the
that.
worst.
Like, even like as in management, I can't stand that.
Yeah, of course.
I can't stand that.
Asking for the cut,
Yeah,
literally
like,
when they
I
get there.
fucking can't stand that. And as a server, like when I was a server, bro, if I had my table, I don't give a fuck if I open the restaurant. That's my fucking table to the end.
No,
because
we're
you
gonna
don't,
die there.
because we were
die next to them.
Oh, I am gonna die next to
That's
them. Yeah,
it.
because
Bro, those times, those are the best tables.
100%.
They bless you the most.
yes,
Out of nowhere.
And
Paga.
I'd rather finish the table and make
¿Cómo
that
hacen?
money.
¿Cómo
'Cause
hacen? ¿Cómo sacan la plata?
No, y si son cubanos, de, oye, papi,
This
gracias.
is for you, Papa.
Sí, 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 sí.
This is for you, Papa. And they're like, thank you, sir.
Bro, look, I'll tell you
Coronamos.
I'll tell you two situations that come to mind right off the bat, right? I've never, ever given up one of my tables. Even if I knew I wasn't a closer, I'm gonna start it, I'm gonna finish it because you don't know if they're gonna fucking tip you, right? When I was working at Novikov and I had just started, I opened Novikov in 2018. And for me, it was different coming from Outback, right? It's like a completely different lingo, like the sharing concept and all that. But once I became a server, there was another server that he had just opened. He started this table, and he's like, I want to get the fuck out of here. You're a closer. And I was like, dame la mesa. While the guy was doing his side work that hadn't even finished or
I can
left,
already see where this is going.
And I didn't, I'm not going to mention any names, but he was just so ready to like be done with the table, right? And he's sitting there in like the private room, folding his napkins, doing his fucking side work. I finished, bro, I didn't do anything to that table. Ni le hablé, like, he introduced me, hey, Sebastian's going to take over. He's going to be your server. I was so busy on the inside, I fucking forgot about them. But I came by, hey, you guys doing all right? Todo bien, blah, blah, blah. And I dropped the check, and it goes, hey, man, thank you, bro. Like, and I didn't do anything. And he gave me $200 cash tip.
There you go.
The fucking guy that transferred me the table, still doing his side work, right, loses $200 because you want to go home early, right?
Yeah.
And then you lose on $200, and I'm the closer, and I'm leaving with you.
No,
You're not gonna make any money out of that. I'm gonna walk out with that money. Just you don't even know that happened.
No, now you do, motherfucker.
Hey, let me help you do the napkins. You want me to do your napkins? I got you.
And sometimes they
worry.
actually
worry about it.
they
I
actually
got
have
you.
the audacity to if they do find out.
How do you say that?
The audacity.
What does that mean?
Eso es una palabra.
Explícame, dame el
en-
sinónimo en español, hermano.
Bueno, eso es como el descaro.
El decir,
El
Oh, wow.
descaro
Audacity.
de audacity. Yes.
Descarado.
We'll put up the definition in the edits later. So basically, el descaro de si se dan cuenta, if they find out that you made that money.
oh, no, y
are you going to give me something?
No, fuck you,
What?
bro. You transfer me that table, motherfucker. It's my money now.
Man, honestly, I think that was a big insight on.
Oh yeah, we
question.
bullied them a little bit. So go ahead, Juan.
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, honestly, great answer, Sebas.
You
It's,
knew
it's
you
a
were gonna
crazy-
get this from him, so don't
No,
say great answer, Sebas.
I was
We
expecting.
already knew.
I was
That's the
expecting worse
guy.
questions.
Ya sabíamos. So there's something that we talk about in this industry, in this crazy world that we live in. Basically, this term that exists is called situational awareness. We would like to kind of hear what you describe it as, and what, maybe explain to the public what this means, being aware in the heat of the moment. What does this mean to you?
So I'll give you two perspectives. One from being a server, and I bartended as well, and obviously I'm in management now. So I guess
He's done it all, guys. He's done it all. Todo.
perspectives. Oh, I wash dishes too, bro. So like those people that want to complain
from
about
the
fucking
bottom,
having
now
to
we're
wash
here.
dishes, yeah, 100%. But I'll give you three perspectives. Correct myself, sorry, not 2, 3. Server, bartender, and management, right? And I think out of those three, bartending was probably the one that taught me the most, because as a bartender and you have regulars, you got to be a sports analyst, you got to be a fucking marriage counselor, you got to be a therapist, you got to be a friend, right?
Okay.
But when people walk to your bar, you got to remember what people drink. And you guys have worked with me. I've never written down my orders. My memory is insane. But it teaches you how to see. Like, I have to be able to be like, I'm making this guy a drink, and I know that this guy's wine is empty.
Yeah.
And that guy's wife is low on her drink, and I got to do that. I'm going to go check on them while this other person, on top of having service bar with the fucking checks going chick-ching, 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 chick-ching. So bartending probably taught me the most about the situation awareness, which actually helps me out in my management position, because if I'm managing a section or an area, I can be, that table needs water, this table needs a plate change, what's going on here, without even communicating with the server.
Yeah,
Right?
and also actually prioritize what is 911
Yeah,
and what
100%.
can wait a little
Yeah,
bit, because that's very
100%.
important. People don't understand that, they think that this means that, oh no, I just need to do my job. I need to be aware of everything. No, you need to actually in your head kind of see, okay, what do I need to take care of first, and then what can wait a little bit.
You know what I hate sometimes that you see, you go to a restaurant, you see like server assistants cleaning a table. Meanwhile, another table that is sad on the restaurant needs attention. So that that got me cranky because I'm like,
No, 100%. And
this
you're
deserves
taking
more
away from the
attention right
guests at that
now
point.
that setting up this table. Okay, I understand another tables need to come and you need to set up, but this, they need to like balance it out. This is more important right now.
Well, what I
hate that
what I
line.
tell my staff, it's in this industry, communication is everything, right? From the server to a server assistant. That's probably the thing that I see right now that's lacking is the communication. Like, if you have a server assistant, hey, top this water off while I go get them their side of whatever.
Of course, of course.
And servers lack that because they're trying to do everything themselves. And bro, in this restaurant, we're all a team, right? Like, if a guest asks you, hey, can you get me a side of, I don't know, ranch, whatever, it's your responsibility to do that because they asked you. Right?
It's my task, of
Even
course.
even if it's not your table or whatever the fucking case may be, that guest asked you, right?
You're responsible for that.
You're
action.
responsible for that,
Of course.
right? And then the guests get pissed off because I asked this guy, I don't see my server because your server's probably fucking in the weeds dealing with like 4 other tables. From a guest perspective, they don't know what's going on. Right? They're coming to the restaurant and they want you to cater to them, but they don't give a fuck if you have 3, 4 other tables that are fucking running you dry, right?
Of course.
So as a team member and in a team environment, you got to be like, oh shit, this guy's in the fucking weeds. This guy asked me for a fucking side of ranch. Let me go get it and bring it back.
Perfect example of self-awareness, because
Yes.
that's very lacking. Algo que falta mucho en esta ciudad, en esta industria.
You mentioned something now at the beginning that you say that you were a bartender, right? And then you jump as a server position. I believe it's a lot of bartenders that they cannot handle a table or a floor, like a section.
Oh no, 100%.
But it's servers that can be bartenders.
Well,
It's more like a trend that people jump from server to bartender, that the bartender jump to the floor.
I was a server first, so I think that helped me out. And again, going back to Outback, I hate to like bring it up, but again, it taught me a lot, and I believe it is who I am at my core. I was a server first, then bartender, and whenever I worked those lunches, I wasn't just bartending. I had the bar and the lounge and service, right? So I'm making drinks for the service tables. I have the whole lounge, it's like 12 tables, and I have a fucking full bar.
You would be an owner's dream employee to have. This guy.
He is.
How many?
He actually is.
How many? Oh yeah, GM. How many employees do you think we need? Well, Sebastian. This
Sebastian,
guy.
like, I think 2 more.
He does like the work of 4 or 5. So let's get like 1 more.
It's,
I
we
saw
have
what you did
Sebastian,
there,
let's hire like
motherfucker.
3 more.
No, ese tipo, yeah, this guy's a warrior. We've seen him in action. And going back to the point that you were saying, de lo de la barra, para mí, there's nothing that irritates me more when I go to a bar or when I work and I see a bartender. Sorry, I'm not hitting on my bartenders out there, but when I see a full bar and they don't have a glass of water in front of them. To me, that's number 1 as a bartender. You're busy, right? Obviously, bartenders are super busy. If you see like all the seats filled up, everybody should have a glass of water. Why? Because you have knowledge that they're there and they can wait a second before you get their drink.
Well, that's the like number 1 thing. Right?
Yeah, of course.
Right.
And it happens a lot.
I like to go out and eat. We've all had, the 3 of us have gone out to lunch and dinner together. If you don't have my water glass full, I'm going to be very upset.
Oh, yeah.
Because I drink a lot of fucking water. I even tell the service, I was like, bring me 2 glasses of water. Because I do. I drink a lot of water. I mean, I drink a lot of alcohol too,
But it's good. You got it.
but I do drink a lot of water. Like if you don't have my water glass full, not that I'm not gonna tip you, because in this industry, like even if you fucking give me bad service, which I've gone to many places that have given me horrible service, I'm always gonna leave you 20%. And even the places that have service charge, I still leave you 20% on top, even with the bad service, because I get it. Sometimes you're fucking in the shits, whatever the fucking case may be. But at least have my water. I would much rather you have my water glass full and wait 25 minutes for a drink than the opposite.
Yep. Yep. And you start losing points if you don't.
100%.
Oh, that's it.
Cuéntame.
Your extra tip is going down. So no, now
Let's keep it rolling. Let's keep it rolling.
Going a little deep on this, and especially that you mentioned, like we say at the beginning, we're gonna always talk about the good, the bad, and the ugly here, and I think this is one of the ugly things that. So, how do you handle these moments when you actually question yourself and say, "Do I'm doing the right thing? Or this is my career. This is what I'm gonna do." How do you what motivates you, and how do you handle that?
I mean, we had a brief conversation before we started going live, and bro, I ask myself that question every single day. I tell people, you gotta love this industry, and you gotta love this shit, right? Because it can break you, right? And don't get me wrong, yeah, the money's great, but it can break you. This industry is tough, like you can have a difficult guest, even though you're doing everything right. I mean, we've experienced that together. You could do everything right, but that guest can push you to that limit, right? And sometimes you gotta just be like, hey, this guest isn't vibing with me. Let me get somebody else. Maybe they have a better relationship. Maybe they can recover the table. And
That was like something that actually, sorry to cut you off. That's something that I put up the other day in the page, that I said, the customer is not always right.
No.
As long as they think they are, you are good.
Exactly. So if you can
That's
step
it.
away from that situation and not let it ruin your day, because I see a lot of these kids, again, going back to the
soft.
the soft,
Yeah.
right? Like I've seen servers like cry right now, and I'm like, what the fuck are you crying about?
Yeah.
Let it go. I will fucking take your table if that's the case. But this industry's hard, right? Like it's grueling nights, grueling guests. I mean, and again, you got to see it from the guest perspective. They come in, they have a reservation at 9, they wait 30, 45 minutes to sit down, they're already pissed,
Of course.
right? And some people can't deal with that. But what I tell most of my staff members or people that work for me, don't let that guest break you, because
It's never personal.
it's never personal. And not only that, maybe like even if it was a difficult guest, the odds that you will ever see those people again are
Yeah.
very slim to none.
Slim to none. Yeah.
And don't let them ruin the rest of your shift, because I've been in that situation where I've had a guest like push me to the limits, and now I'm giving my other fucking guest bad service because somebody pissed me off.
It throws you off.
Yeah,
It throws
for
you off
sure.
a bit, and yeah.
And that's just the nature of this industry. Like you just have to. It's easy to have a good night, but it's hard. I think you test yourself when you can make a bad night a good night. Right?
Very well said. That's
And-
actually
and
good insight
What
there.
motivates me in this industry, bro? Like I tell people, if you're in this industry to make money, you have to fuck out. 'Cause yeah, it is quick money, but you really have to love what you do in this industry. And I do really love taking care of people. Like I genuinely do. Like even if you sat with me one time, or I've taken care of you, if you've been to any of the restaurants that I work, I will remember you. I remember your drink. I'll remember your order. I'll remember your name. And that's, for me, that's what hospitality means, right? It's like you want to go somewhere where you feel welcome.
Okay.
I just said I left 11, but I love going to 11 because when you walk in through their doors, they always tell you, hey, welcome home. Even if it's your first or your
Welcome home.
you're welcome home.
That's how they get you, huh?
That's how they get me.
Oh man.
But I like going there because I can go to 11 and any bar, they're gonna be like, "Hey, Sebastian's here. Tequila soda, no straw, lime."
They know
That's it.
already what's going
Bada
on.
bing, bada boom.
Yeah, and that's how I would treat my guests.
Of course.
You know, and I like going places where I want to be treated the way I would treat somebody else.
This is a very important foundation of this industry because, you know, it's usually the first thing that I would maybe say to a new employee if maybe I'm training them. I'll tell them, hey, listen, just put yourself in their shoes, in the guest shoes, and how would you want to be treated? Do you want to
100%.
have this server coming to the table with this sort of attitude of, hey, I have some personal shit going on in the background and I'm projecting it towards you? Because let me tell you, no matter how hard you try to hide it, if
They
you
know.
don't control your emotions, guests can feel that energy and they see it,
No.
and then it's a snowball effect.
And
you know,
to your point, I tell people everybody has personal shit, right? Like I've been in this industry and I've gone through a divorce, custody battle for my son, but you leave your shit at the door. Once you clock in, it's work.
that's it. You turn into somebody
Yeah,
else.
that's
no?
it.
Of course.
Even if
Nos
you're having
convertimos
a
ya-
bad day,
The Avengers.
smile. The Avengers. That's right,
The
Cap.
For you guys out there, this guy is the type of server that I've been seeing this service before, but this one is the type of service that walk to the table, they create a right connection with them. He just take the menus out of the table and it's like, let me walk you through this.
Let me give you an experience.
Let me create an experience for you.
You're in
Forget
my
about the
world now.
menus. I will take care of everything. He's not gonna rip your wallet off, but I would say if he had the opportunity to do it, he will do it.
Okay, so one other question, or actually the last question that we have for you today. I hope you guys have enjoyed this episode.
The last question that you have for him.
Oh shit, my bad. I'm
We-
sorry.
We could,
I'm
we
sorry.
Could, we could do behind the scenes
Que
later.
discúlpame ahí, mi hermano. What is a trend that you see? You know, this is a city full of trends. Miami, obviously, flashy, showy, you know. What is a trend that you see in this city that, you know what, it's time to hang up the cleats, como dicen por ahí, colgar los guayos, ya, it's done, no more. What is something that you feel like should be done with?
Retire. A trend
Retire.
that should be
Like-
retire, and another one that they don't put that much attention on it, that deserve more.
So for me, it's this is a difficult question to answer because,
Okay.
like the last few restaurants that I've worked for, it's kind of like that nature. Because Miami in general it's that nature.
Yes.
But I hate the whole fucking club restaurant scene, right?
The dinner party?
the DJ and all that shit. I can't, like, me personally, I can't stand it.
Yeah.
Right. One of my favorite restaurants was it's obviously not open anymore, but it was the Bazaar at the SLS by
Okay. Jose
Andres.
Andres, yes.
right. You would walk in there, you're gonna have a nice dinner. There's no DJ. You're gonna get great service. It's everywhere right now. It's considered I don't want to say fine dining, but high end dining,
Yes.
right? But it's like I just can't stand it. You know, like if I want to go to a nice dinner, like let's say you're going on a date with your girlfriend, wife, side girl.
Oh, yeah.
La novia, la mujer,
Yeah,
y
la novia, la mujer, y la moza.
Oh, man.
I'm
but,
sorry.
We're kidding, guys. We're all respectable gentlemen here. No, but
Discúlpame, mami. No quise ofender.
Ay.
but it's like it's every restaurant for the most part. It's the same shit. You know, it's same music, same fucking
People.
Playlist.
Yeah, it's annoying. You know, it's like
And you can't even hear, like, sometimes half
no,
the
you
time
can't
what your
even
what your
fucking-
date is
yeah,
saying.
you can't even
Because it's
have
so
a-
loud in there.
You can't even have a conversation with your date, right?
¿Será que nos estamos volviendo viejos, mis
Lo estamos
consortes?
volviendo-
No, on
los
top of
tíos,
that, it's
okay.
$500.
Ah, no. That's it.
Forget about that.
Bottle is still sparkling, and one round the drinks, you're already at 150 to
for sure.
$200
Pero,
with no appetizer.
No. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Pero,
Well, you guys need to go out right now. It's Miami Spice out there.
Oh,
Oh.
yeah, no, for sure, right? Like but well, hold on.
We need to go together
hold
to
on,
Miami.
hold on.
Let's
Spice.
rewind.
Hold
Let's
on.
rewind.
Let me
I'm
answer
sorry,
you
I'm
this
sorry, I'm
question,
sorry.
and then I'll
Let's
answer
go
you.
back,
I'll
let's
answer
go
that
back.
Miami Spice question.
Rewind.
But yeah, it's like the Bazaar was one of my favorite restaurants for that reason.
Katsuya was in there too, right? Katsuya.
Yeah,
yeah,
outside,
Katsuya, yeah.
right? Yeah. And then right now, like I love El Gabbiano. I would love to take, like, if you want to go on a date,
That's the one by the water, right? Over
right there, by
right
the
in
one
front of
Miami.
Novikov.
Yeah, right in front of Novikov.
Nice.
It's you walk in. Yeah, they have a little bit of music playing in the background, but you can go out to dinner, have a nice date, have a conversation. Right? It's
Okay.
gonna still be expensive,
Okay, yeah.
right? But yeah, that's kind of like what I like,
Yes.
right? Because I hate that shit. But every restaurant that opens up does the same shit right now. It's
Copy paste, copy paste.
100%.
But I feel like, bro, in order for them
But
to
in
make,
Miami,
in order
yeah,
for
it
them to
works.
make money, you need to go with the trend.
No, 100%.
And then it's some pioneers restaurant that did that from, their whole life, but it's some others that they were forced to do that in order to keep up.
But like for me, here's the thing: it's like you have those restaurants, right? And then there's some restaurants down here in Miami that are like they're requiring you a minimum. Could you imagine going out to dinner for 2 people and they're telling you, "Hey, you got to spend $1,000"?
Happens.
It happens. It
Yeah.
happens. And I think it's a joke because you're not gonna have a good time on that date.
100%.
Yeah, but it's
That's when you
it's
do a
depending on
li-
where you're going. It's some restaurant that you go and have a dinner, or it's some restaurant that you go and show off. It's some restaurant also that you just need to go
Well,
to
and
see
look,
what they offer inside
and the
there.
thing is,
it's like a
not
store nowadays.
It's not about the money for me, right? Like I
You
don't
hear that?
mind.
You hear that, ladies? It's not about the money.
It's not about the money. I don't mind spending the money.
Okay.
Right? Especially if I have a good time, have a great experience, have a great service. But if you're wasting your money,
Different.
it's different. Because then you go to a restaurant, even if they have the same theme as everybody else that they're doing, but you don't get the good service. The food is mediocre, right?
Yes,
Now you're wasting your money.
of course.
I don't mind spending $500 on a dinner for 2. But am I spending it or am I wasting it?
You're paying for a service.
Exactly.
So the thing is, like, I've been in that position too. I've been in the position of the server that look at these people down, like, oh, from this area.
No, 100%.
Actually, the regulars.
Human
One of
nature,
the
human
regulars.
nature, that
Exactly.
happens.
So I've been in that position, and the servers in these restaurants, they think that they are the royal, the kings. They look at you like, oh, you're not a spender.
Well,
Walk
but-
away.
but look-
so that's the service that you get. But so it's other restaurants the ones that you like to go, is that energy type of sit down dinner. Let's talk about food. Let's have a great meal.
Well, so to that point, it's also almost every restaurant in Miami has a service charge. So those of you guys who are watching, service charge is not a tip. Most of these places that have service charge, they share that. Whatever you leave on top goes to your server. I'm gonna make that clear right now.
You heard that? Yeah, something that we've
Right?
been mentioning.
Yeah.
I think
And-
since the
no,
first
but-
episode.
You're
But here's
doing
the
it.
thing,
You're doing it in
it-
the way now of a server's perspective. What about customer's perspective?
No.
You charging me already a fee for what?
Yes.
And nowadays it's everywhere.
But here's
you
the
go
thing.
buy coffee and they flip the
But-
screen and they say 15,
Oh,
20,
no. But
25.
that-
And
I
I'm
think
like,
that's different.
wait, she's
right? Because
dead.
they're asking. Okay, but those people that you go to a fucking gas station and they're asking you to tip them, they're keeping that money that you're tipping them. A service charge. A service charge. What the guests don't know, right, and what some servers can't, they don't have the capability of telling the guest, right? Because most people can get in trouble for it. Is a service charge is you're paying for the service that you're getting from the moment that you check into the door, right? You check in from the reception or hostess stand, and then it's the busser, the food runner, the bartender making your drink, the server that's actually taking care of you and giving you great service. The guests don't know that.
Oh, don't forget about the most important part. The percentage that's being sent back directly into the
Yeah, no,
business
for sure.
for
Yeah,
the
and
ownership.
the kickback.
Yeah, but
Yes.
it's already on papers.
And
the
and-
business can do
Es lo,
whatever
es
they
lo
want
que
with
hay.
it.
Es lo que hay.
No, but the business can do. It's Miami,
No,
guys.
100%.
We're not gonna change the
But
rules.
the guests
now.
don't have to know that, right?
Okay.
But we're having a conversation, and the reality is, it's true. Yeah, if you see a service charge, we're supposed to say, hey, there's already a service included. And
Anything additional is optional.
yes. And to that point, I do tell my staff, if they're going to tip you, they're going to tip you regardless. But people aren't educated in that sense. They see service charge, oh.
They automatically maybe assume that it's directly 100%
And they feel
for
like
the.
you're trying to hustle them, which I understand that. Because they don't know. If you haven't been in the restaurant industry, you're never going to know that.
Very true.
Right? So, I mean, it is what it is. But going back to
We're in the Miami Spice era.
the Miami Spice thing,
Yeah, Miss Spicy.
I don't like Miami
Started on Saturday. For those of you who don't know, Miami Spice is something that basically the city offers for the months of August and September. A prefix menu for some places do lunch or brunch and dinner. For the most part, it's always dinner, and it's a $50 prefix menu.
40, I can go $40 lunch.
40 and like
I
95,
can go up to
right?
60 on dinner.
Oh, okay, yeah. So yeah,
it's
basically
something like
that's
that.
the range right there, and to me, it's definitely
Affordable. It's affordable.
a nice deal
look,
from that perspective.
I like Miami Spice and I don't like Miami Spice. From a business perspective, I mean, you are getting seats, especially during the slow season, but I don't feel like you're giving the guest everything that they can possibly have,
Of course,
right?
you
But
can always upsell.
you're right, yeah, you're right. But
Bless you.
But I do get it. Like most people don't have the money to spend $300-400 on a dinner, but they can afford a $200, maybe $150 dinner
Yes.
for two. So I get that, and it is good because it gives people the opportunity to come out and try some of these restaurants. But I just feel like some of the menus that you get from restaurants, they're trying some restaurants. So here's my point. So some restaurants, what
Bless
they
you.
try to do, bless you. Some restaurants, what they try to do is they'll give you like
Bless you.
Thank you. Oh, sorry, guys.
some restaurants, they give you like a shitty menu,
Yeah.
like because they know it's only going to be between 40 and 60.
Yeah.
Right? So they don't give you like
The real experience.
the real experience.
Yeah.
So you're going there, right?
Yeah, but
And
that
you-
goes along with cost, with things
No,
that they need to
100%,
handle also.
100%. But
Yeah,
again,
but I feel like what
those
you mean is
guests-
like it's restaurants that make you come back with this little small portion that they give you. It's restaurant that they don't put
So,
any intention on it.
So if I'm a business owner and I'm doing Miami Spice, even if I have to take that loss for the $40 or the $60 per person, I'd rather take that loss and try to bring that guest back, right? And have them spend $300-400, then give them a fucking shitty menu, and they're gonna be like, oh, that place fucking sucked. Like, I went for Miami Spice and the food is whatever, because you're not
Okay.
getting the best of the best.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, 100%.
So that's my take on Miami Spice. It is good. It has its pros and cons, just like everything in life.
Yeah, so okay, so back to it. Miami Spice, definitely a deal in my opinion for, like you said, people that do want to come back and or actually want to experience a nice dinner that's not gonna break the bank, right? It's gonna, make you go to these places that maybe you can't really go to like throughout the year, right? So definitely, I think it's something that is worth it. From obviously now like a person in the trenches and in the server perspective and people that were in the front lines.
Fucks
Obviously,
up that check average, huh?
it's 2 months of basically almost kind of like especially if you work at a place where it's always busy, you're gonna be in the weeds the most of the night, right? Because you have to now constantly be changing courses and just in and out. It's just gonna be super busy. But anyways, to me, it's something that is definitely worth it. What do you guys
like
think?
I said, it has its pros and cons.
Pros and cons.
I just feel like the people that do it, they're not good. Some restaurants don't give you the best bang for your buck.
No, I feel you. I feel you on that.
And then sometimes, like, maybe that person is coming in for the $120 dinner, right? Maybe they're planning a birthday party or anniversary, and they want to come back because it's a special occasion,
Okay.
right? And they're gonna be like, well, I went there for Miami Spice and I didn't like the menu that they had,
Okay.
but they didn't get to try
The other stuff.
the other stuff. So to my point was, sometimes I feel if we're gonna do it, let's do it, but
Let's do it right.
let's showcase
or portions.
or some portions. Let's showcase some of the best shit that we have, so we can get that person that's coming in for $120 to come for a birthday, anniversary, Mother's Day, whatever. And now we're gonna get them on a higher check average. You get what I'm saying?
And if you're
But
good
Miami
at,
Spice is for locals, guys.
yeah,
It's for people that that actually they they don't they don't visit the restaurant frequently. So you have an option to say, you know what, let's go have dinner here. It's in a special occasion. Let's do it. It's an option for Miamians to don't spend thousands of dollars on restaurants, especially in Miami. Miami's low season now that is in the summer.
No, like again, it has its pros and cons.
Amazing.
amazing. I think
Let's jump on this last thing for Sebastian.
Okay.
Something that I have on there
something that you have in your mind.
in my mind, and also
In the
that I
chamber,
wanna
in the
ask
chamber.
you because he have you know a lot of places. Okay, last great meal, an underrated spot, and one piece of advice for the rookies out there.
That was 3
Oh,
questions.
that's-
Three
yeah.
on ones, but you need to do it like
Yeah, yeah.
fast.
All right,
No,
so
Last great meal.
The last great meal that I had.
And after you tell me yours, I'm gonna tell you mine.
No, that's fine. Last great meal that I had was I went to, where did I go? Went to Nobu, right?
Nice.
Like Nobu is a staple here in Miami.
Nice.
It's like
Of
one of
course.
the first, before there was Zuma, before there was Novikov, all the other Komodo, even Yamashiro. Nobu was the first, but they've been around.
That was your last great meal.
Yeah, they're still. I mean, the place can be probably renovated and like the tables can be fixed a little bit,
Okay.
but I had great service, great food, from the top to the end. You walk in, they greet you with a smile. Food owners come in, describe the dish to a T. Back to my point at the beginning of the podcast, my water stayed full, right? Server
On top of it.
On top of it, yeah.
Nice.
And yeah, that was my
hit the checklist, right?
every fucking box,
Top to bottom.
Yeah,
Nice.
that was
Underrated spot.
underrated spot. I'm gonna be a little bit biased porque yo soy colombiano,
De una. Sáquelo, mijo, pues.
Hay un lugar by where I live que se llama Sabor a Colombia.
Okay.
It's on 107th Avenue and Northwest 7th Street. You want some of the best Colombian food? Go to that. Check out that place. Sabor a Colombia, 100%.
Sabor
Nice.
Colombia, down south. All right.
Yes, sir.
Shout out to Sabor Colombia. We never been, but we need to go now. And one piece of advice for the rookies out there.
For the rookies out there, you got to be able to take tough love. Okay?
I like that.
Tough love is a lost art in our industry right now. And if somebody's being tough on you, is because I think that they care, right? Like I said earlier, if I'm being tough on you, it's because I care. If not, I'd rather you fail, get rid of you, or not even work with you. You're not cut out for this industry, right? Like some of my mentors when I first started off, and two of my mentors when I first started off on this industry were two women, right?
Okay.
But these two women were not fucking afraid to tell you, are you fucking stupid? Or what the fuck were you thinking? Which is things that we can't really say to these kids nowadays.
No, but fuck that, dude. That's what needs to be brought back.
And I
With
believe
all
that,
due respect,
100%.
I don't care
No,
anymore,
No,
bro.
100%. And I believe that in my core. I believe that,
Yeah.
right? But sometimes
Now everybody's sensitive.
yeah, but we live
Everybody's
we live in a corporate world.
Cojones.
But the tough love in this industry, bro, está perdido, marica. You know? You gotta learn and take it with a grain of salt and keep it fucking moving.
Of course.
That's it. That's what I would tell the rookies. Take the tough love because it's only gonna make you better at the end of the day.
Yeah. It's going to shape you in a way that once you jump in another like environment, you say, oh, these guys are bad here. I know how to move. I know how to say things. I know how to, like, and you know what is the best thing about this? that when you show up to environments that they know how you move, it's easy for them to click in with you. Yeah. It's like when we start working together, right? I did my background check on you, but at the same time,
I hope it came back
good.
good.
I did. I called a couple of them. I like, what's going on with this guy? So, but when we start working together, I saw how you move. You saw how I move. So you say like, this guy knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
So it's not even like a talk. We should see each other, and we know what we're thinking, and let's go.
That goes for the three of us, right?
Exactly. Yeah. I'm
Right.
sorry, Juanito.
You know.
No, it's okay. I'm just
because,
here listening to you guys.
Yeah. No,
Cojones.
I don't want Juan to feel left out. You know,
The CEO. That's the CEO.
Co-founder.
Let me know when you guys are done, okay?
No, pero I do believe, look, bro, in this industry, chemistry is one of the most important things and one of the most underrated things, right? We all work together. I knew what you were thinking. You knew what I was thinking. I know what he was thinking, and we were moving together.
Without even saying
Without
a word,
even
we already
fucking
knew what we had
saying
to
a
do.
word, right? And nowadays, to your point with these new kids, they don't have that because we are all old school.
You know how many, I mean, I think we all, nos ha pasado a todos, how many, when I first started, how many chefs, how many managers, how many old servers bitched at me when I first started because I didn't know what I was doing?
No, 100%.
And did I take it personal? I mean, yeah, maybe in the moment, you know, if you're just starting, you do. But then you start learning as you go along. You're like, you know what? Like, they had a point, actually, you know, what they were saying. And what am I doing? I should be doing it this way, like they say, not how I thought it was supposed to be done. So it starts shaping your path in this industry if you wanna go far, right? So, but I mean, that's the most important part. Well, how many times in Boston you already know I'm from Boston, the Beantown,
is to what you were saying with the chefs, right?
Yeah.
I worked with a chef that, again, old school, tough love. If you were on his fucking pass, you needed to shut the fuck up and stand in the line and get ready to run the fucking food.
Yeah.
And they weren't giving you a ticket. They were telling you, hey, this is going to table, I don't know, 101. This is going to 10, and you had to be able to carry at least 3-4 items and remember that shit.
Of course.
Right? Shut the fuck up and listen. I go to restaurants and I see the food runners just fucking around. And that's disrespect to your chef. Right?
Yep. And to the team,
And to the
especially
team,
if you're a
100%.
pulled house, you know what I
And
mean?
I worked with some fucking hard chefs, you know. Shout out to Chef Gustavo. Love you.
Sabo.
You know? But they wouldn't fucking dare to cross the chef. You know, if you're in the kitchen, shut the fuck up and listen to the chef. That's it.
That's it.
That's it.
Of course. I mean, you know, I think we have flooded this episode with a lot of useful and amazing insight.
Wow.
Con el señor Sebastian Rios.
Wow.
This has been an honor and a pleasure. Muchas gracias. Yo sé que we all have our schedules to deal with, and we made it happen. I appreciate you, my brother. You are one of the real ones for sure. Tenemos que tirarnos un día esos de billar. You know how we get down with the
No,
pool.
I love to play
Yo
pool.
siempre lo casco. You know, I always take
Clase
care of
de
him.
fue puta,
You know, he needs to polish his skills. Pero, you know, honestly, yeah, this is something that we've been wanting to do. You know, you gave your insight to all the questions that we had for you, and you educated the guests. I appreciate you, my brother.
Thank you. Juancho, Carlos, I love both of you motherfuckers like brothers, you know.
My man. Yes, sir.
That comes from literally the bottom of my heart. I fucking miss you guys. I love you. Thank you for having me. It's an honor and a privilege. Man, I have so many things that I would love to say, but I know we're cutting short on time. Thank you guys again. This was so much fun, needed.
Exactly.
That's it.
Yeah,
You get something off of your chest, right? Right?
It
Needed. Feels good.
Needed.
It's como ir a confesión, you know, like
it's
confessing
like
with your sins.
Going to church. And
Well, at the beginning when we started, like, you know, with the whole idea of the podcast, we were like, we need to bring the friends that battle with us all this, like all these tough shifts. In that way, they can, we are in the same mood. Everybody's in the same mood. Everybody know what we're talking about. One more question for you before you go. What is something that you would like to 86 from your life?
86 from my life, bro. The negativity, bro.
Wow, that's great.
Nice.
Love that.
I am such a positive person, and I hate when people like try to piss me off.
Yeah.
Like, there's always a negative Nancy in every restaurant.
Always.
Bro, just shut the fuck up. Get through your shit.
Get to work.
and that's it.
We had
Let's get to the money.
We had a coworker in one of our jobs that always would tell us, "Get to work."
Bro,
You know,
it's
out of
like-
nowhere, you would hear his voice in the
Yeah,
background.
I-
Oh yeah, get to work.
I hate the negativity in this industry. It's
Oh,
like
man.
there's people that are in this industry that they complain if they get sat.
And they complain if they don't get
They
sacked.
complain and they'll get sat. So it's like, which one the fuck do you want, my brother?
If we
Zero
start going
negativity.
down this path, we're gonna be here for another 2 hours. Let me tell you.
100%. But again,
So,
sorry,
guys,
before you
go ahead.
thank you guys again. I love you, bro. It's
We're gonna keep this going. We're gonna meet up
I'm,
later on. and
Happy to be here. Shout out to everybody. I can shout out a million fucking people. Shout out to all of my team at 11. I love you guys. You guys always take care of me.
Shout out to all of
Dirty
them.
Rabbit, Mad. My staff, I love you. I can't mention any names, but I love all you motherfuckers. And you too, bro. You guys, this was
We did it for you, brother. Believe me, we did it because you deserve it, and also it's something that is gonna probably inspire a couple people out there. They're gonna grab a couple tips from here from us. But thank you guys. Thank you for channeling. Don't forget to follow us in all the platforms.
subscribe.
TikTok, YouTube. Instagram. Give us a follow. We've been a little on and off, but we here. Let's go. Thank you, Juancho.
Thank you, my
Always
brother.
thank you for welcoming me in your house.
Yes, sir.
I
The
think
headquarters.
I think it was great to meet up again and do this.
The boys are back in town, baby.
Back in time. Let's get it, baby.
Yes, sir.
Go.
All right, guys. And if you have any questions, maybe that you would like for us to answer in future episodes, comment and we'll get to them. So thank you once again, and we'll see you soon.
Let's go.